Hey guys, this is Electronics 12 and we're back with another video. So in this video we're going to be talking about another horror story. Well, not really a horror story, but a love story. Kind of like that. So yeah, but before we start, please subscribe to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe it and hit the thumbs up and let's rock and roll. So This this story takes place in Durango, Mexico. There's a map right there. It's circled for you guys like on the capital, like Durango. Like Durango is the capital of Durango. Yes, hard to say. So, anyways, so the story starts. Well, yeah, it starts about a this beautiful young woman named Beatrice. Beatrice lived on the mountains with her parents, but later the parents decided to move to Durango so Beatrice could have a better life. So they moved to the capital of Durango, like I said again. So when they moved over there, they gathered their things, went to the capital of Durango, they went to the big city, and yeah, then they lived happily ever happily, kind of happy. And so, on the year of 1850s, Beatrice decided to join the cathedral members. Like it's like a convent. I don't know how to say it. So I don't know. Yeah, like the church members. I don't know how to say it. So yeah. So and then so she decided to join the cathedral members because she was interested on the religious stuff, like on God and all that type of stuff. So she told her parents, permission if she can join the convent with others, like to be a member. And then and then the parents said, they agreed. So they put her on the church member, and then she became a church member, like a convent member. So as the years passed, things were not going well for Beatrice. Some of the convents of Durango had to shut down due to a war that was going on. So yeah, it's like complicated. Yeah, there was a war going on there, so they had to shut down everything because the people were getting afraid, like, oh, let's shut this down because we're gonna get killed right here, we're gonna get assassinated, blah 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 blah. So they shut it all down, and including Beatrice, where she worked on the convent. So later Beatrice decided to go back to their parents, but unexpected things happened to Beatrice's mother. Well, not mother, parents. So the mother had deceased, like she was dead, and then her father became very ill. Like he had this weird, like this disease. I don't know what to call it because it was not mentioned in the story. So yeah. So as the years passed, later Beatrice's father dies, like he's dead, and Beatrice was alone. Like she had no money, and she had to sell the house where they stay so she can pay them the funeral. And yeah, she had no home, so she ended up living at the mass, like at the church, at the cathedral, like a convent. Yeah, they were like over there. Like she stayed over there because she had no home, like I said again. So as time passed, Beatrice, the routine was in the morning she always goes to mass, and then in the afternoon she goes to pray. Like pray for her family, pray for people, or some people. So as Beatrice's life continues, the troops of the French came in order by L. Herrler. There's a picture of him right there. So, so everyone in people of Durango, they were overjoyed because they defeated war that Durango were threatening. Like, you know, the war that was telling you. Yeah, so they defeat those guys. So that's where they were joined. And so yeah, guys. But the men of Durango did not like the French, because you know the French keep taking their wives. Like I don't know how to explain. Like let's say it like this. So one of the French troops, goes to see a woman from the Durango men, like the wives, and then they hang out, and then later they end up falling in love, and then the husband doesn't like that, and they're like, hey, that's my girlfriend, you get your own one. Like, yeah, they were so jealous that they could not stand next to them, they could not see them, they want to kill them. Like, they couldn't stand next to them. So this is where the story continues. So one night, one rainy day, a French young man was flirting with a young woman, but the woman had a husband. Yep. And then later, the woman's husband sees them together, like the French and the woman together, like her wife. That makes more sense. To make it more sense, they see them together, and then the husband gets mad, so later they end up getting into a fight. Like the French troop and the husband, they get into a fight. They were like, hey, this is my girlfriend, like get away from her, get your own one. And pow, and they start to fight. So yeah, guys, and the French man was named Fernando. So Fernando got very injured so badly that he ended up running away. And then he ended up stopping by Beatrice's house. So y'all guys gonna be asking, okay, so you said that Beatrice had no house anymore. How is this possible? How you just lied? Okay, I'm about to explain, so let's keep it down. Okay, so when she sold the house so she can pay the funeral, like I said again, the people of the church let Beatrice borrow a house so she can stay there, so she can live there and she can do whatever she wants. Let me explain so I can understand it more better. You know, like, let's say, hey, since you have to sell your house and you're homeless, and we just want you to borrow this home for you so you can stay and you can have shelter, you can do anything you want, but it's only borrowed. We can only borrow this house only for you. So yeah, guys, so Beatrice accepted that, so she ended up living on that house. So that's what happened. So yeah, I forgot to tell us over. Sorry about that. So let's continue to the story. So Fernando, the French troop, he stops at Beatrice's door, and then he stops there. And then Beatrice, she was inside the house, and then she hears a loud knockings, like really hard. So she ended up opening the door, and she sees Fernando laying down the ground. Then Beatrice gets Fernando inside her house, and then she looks outside to make sure that no one was looking, because those people, like the men people, did not like the French at all. They could not stand next to them. Yeah, so luckily Patrice did not. She did not get caught. So she ended up closing the doors. And yeah, so later Beatrice held Fernando. And yes, Beatrice and Fernando were very young. Like they were very, very young. They were like their same age. That's what the story says. So Fernando, he wakes up. Then Beatrice tells him to Fernando to leave her house immediately. But Fernando refuses. And then Beatrice tells again one more time to leave her house. Like, get out of my house. I just hear you. I give you food. I healed you. And I give you this. I give you that. Now you can leave out of my house because I don't want no more trouble. So she was like that. And then Fernando like, no, I'm not leaving this house. I just want to spend the night. Like, only one night. That's what he was asking. And then she refused. Like I said again. Then when she said to leave her house, then Fernando got up, he closed the doors, and then he got his sword out and pointed at Beatrice's chest, and he began to threaten Beatrice. He was like saying this, if you say something, I will kill you. And then Beatrice did not say nothing. Later Fernando and Beatrice, they got along. They were having this community talking. They were getting along, and later they end up falling in love. So as months went by, they were even more happier. They were in love, and they like each other. So that's where the love starts. So the months went by, and yeah, this is where like the worst part of the romances. So the general gives the order to the French troops to leave Durango immediately, because they had to fight with another war that was threatening Durango again. So what that means, yes, Fernando is a French troop, so he has to leave, because it's obligatory. Like, he has to leave. That's what I meant. So both of them, they were heartbroken. But Beatrice got a horse for Fernando. When she got the horse for him, she ended up giving him one last item. Like, she gave Fernando a medallion of gold, so he can remember her. And then Fernando left, and he disappeared on the dark, because that time it was dark. So Beatrice was so heartbroken that she was praying for God so that he could protect him. So yeah, that was happening right there. So on the other side, Fernando was trying to get to Mazatlan. That's the map right there. There's Mazatlan. It's like beside Durango. So he had to get to the seashore because they were leaving. They had to go somewhere to fight with another war. So he was struggling to get there. But as he was going, like he was going with his horse. I mean, he was keep thinking of Beatrice, about the nun. He felt that he was worthless. So like worthless. He just felt worthless. So he decided to go back with Beatrice. But that moment, this other man stopped Fernando, like, but basically he jumped, like, this, it was like a gang, like he jumped over Fernando. That's when they stopped him. They attacked him for surprise. But so he knew that it was a gang, like I said. So he ran away as fast as he can. But one of the men shot him on the back, like right here, back on his spine. Yeah, that's where he got shot. Like, and then he ended up falling off the horse, and then the horse ran like as fast as he can, but Fernando fell. And then he fell on the ground, and the horse ran away, like I said again. And then, yeah, Fernando had no life. He was completely dead. So the gang went toward Fernando, and he was looking at Fernando's stuff. They only just found food that Beatrice made for him for the journey, and a note that says Beatrice. And so they found out that he was not a spy, because he thought it was a spy. They thought that it was a spy. Like, they thought that he was a like assassinator. That's what they thought. So they ended up taking Fernando's brother to, like, their boss. When they got to the ranch, like, it was a ranch, and then so they told the boss they found this body, and then later the boss said, "Go bury him. I don't want him right here. Just go bury him outside the ranch. I don't want him right here." So they followed the orders. So they took Fernando, they buried him. They made a big hole. They put Fernando inside the hole. And they covered him up with dirt, and they left him. Like, just leave him right there. We're done. So Fernando was buried. He was dead. So that's how Beatrice's love ended. Yeah, mine is like the worst love. So now let's get back to Beatrice. As we talked to Fernando, now let's get back to Beatrice. So Beatrice had no idea that Fernando had died. That sucks. Continue with her routine. So she go to church, sue, and she did a lot of activities. But one day she found out that she was pregnant of Fernando. Like, she was waiting for a baby of Fernando. But still, she was a nun. So she had to go back to the convent, and the priest wouldn't find out. Well, like, she was scared. She was scared to, if the priest finds out that she's pregnant, then he will take the house that they were letting her borrow, where she stayed. She will have no house, no shit, like no food, nothing. She's gonna be outside the streets. Yeah. So yeah, guys. So like I said again. So yeah, guys. So right here on my lap, I have my journal, and I'm reading the story, and it's written on a journal. So I read the story, and I translate it on my notebook, so my non-Spanish readers can understand, hopefully. So let's continue with the story. Like I said again, so she went back to the convent, right? And then the priest would find out about the pregnancy. He will kick her out of the convent and the mortgage house where she was living. So what that means, like I said again, so, but like, she was living on a borrow house, like, the church members let her borrow a house so she can stay there. So if they find out that Beatrice is pregnant, like I said again, they would take away from her, like take it away from her, like she will have no home, she will have nothing, like I said that again. Sorry guys, I can talk right now and just keep repeating stuff. So sorry about that. As the months went by, Beatrice went to the cathedral but hid herself so no one could find out about the pregnancy, like I said again. She only went to pray for Fernando, but when she heard the gates closed, she couldn't get out, yeah. So Beatrice went on top of the tower, so there's a picture of that she went on the left tower, and then you know where the bells are. So sorry. So the story said that she went to the left tower, like I said again, but she goes all the way up so she could see Fernando coming toward her. But one day she ended up giving birth to the child, Fernando's child. Yeah. So let's back it up again. So the gates were closed at the cathedral, and Beatrice went to one of the left towers. All the way up she went, and then she was seeing around the city if he could see her beloved one, Fernando, but he's already dead. So yeah, she ended up giving birth. Okay, so in the next morning, the people who stay at the cathedral, one of the church members opened the gates from the cathedral, and then they saw a woman lay down on the floor. And who was that woman? It was Beatrice. She was dead. So the legend says that nobody knows if she's suicide or reasons of the pregnancy. Beatrice fell like 30 meters high, which she almost gave birth to the child, like on the top of the tower, like she gave birth. But so many people of Durango, like on the feature right now, they say that you can see her silhouette, like a white silhouette of Beatrice, and her body is white, and that she's on the left tower, like on the very top of the tower. You can see her right there, and she's only there so that her beloved one, Fernando, could return and find her. So yeah guys, so that's the end of the story right there. So what do you guys think? Do you think she's suicide, or did she just felt like right there? I think it might be the pregnancy problem, because in the story said it was a pregnancy. So that's what I'm thinking. So yeah guys, yes, I did went to Durango last 2 years, and then I visited there, and I visited the Grand Church, and there's a picture right there on the front. That's the picture of the 2019 year. That's when I went there during the summer. There's a church right there, and then Mom told me that one time she saw a white lady up in the tower, left tower, and that's where she saw the nun, Beatrice. Like she was just standing there looking, that she was like still, like not walking. She was just there, like right there. You can literally see her. but she doesn't really come out every night. So she mostly comes out like on October, like on Halloween month, or September, November, like one of those dates. So yeah, guys, and also I was gonna show you a clip that one of mom's like like they recorded, but well, not my aunts, like my uncles. Like my uncles, they were with moms and they saw the lady. But, but, they recorded it and you can see her right there. So, yeah, guys. Let me show you the clip. So, 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Se va a dar una vuelta aquí por Durango. Si pueden ver la segunda torre, ahí, sigan mi dedo, ahí se debe de ver la monja para ahí. Entonces, bueno, pues.
Okay, did you just saw that, guys? That's what they say, that you can see her, like that's her. But I don't know, I have not seen her physically. I don't know what you guys think. You think it's true, or my people from Durango, do you think that's true? Um, please comment down below if what do you think. So yeah, guys. So that will be it for this video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up or share it. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. And then later, I'll see you later, guys. Oh yeah, guys, before I cut this video, I was thinking to upload like a case, like a paranormal case. Um but still I'm going to upload like stories, like legends, like folklore, like Mexico. I'm not gonna be like telling my videos like on like, let's say like the weeping woman, like right now the story, or the Nawala, like those men who shifters, what else, the witches, bolas de fuego, all type of stuff. I'm still gonna do that, but I can do a case, cause there's some scary cases that happen in Mexico. Yeah, guys, I can do that. Just letting you know. So, like I said, if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, give it a like, thumbs up, and share it. And then, bye, guys. I'll see you next video. Bye.